Hello, dear friends of Brain Boost International Academy. This is teacher Uncle John, an expert math and science Cambridge subject teacher. As I said, that we shall be doing corrections of different exams, different checkpoints, progression tests, and even some national examinations of different countries. By this time, as you're seeing, we are going to do correction of this Cambridge primary checkpoint that was given in 2024 April. This is science paper 1. Question. These are instructions, but I want to quickly go to question 1. Question 1. We can see question 1 says, look at the living things in this food web. These are food web. Question 1a says, what do the arrows in the food web represent? The arrows in the food web, they represent what? The arrows in the food web represent the transfer of energy, or the energy flow, the transfer of energy. The arrows in the food web represent the transfer of energy. They represent the transfer of energy. Question 2 says, write down one food chain in this food web, which contains 5 living things. You can write, you can as well write, there is this one. Let's start with the producer grass. As you see, in our food web is here on top here, and we have to make sure it has 5 living things. We can start with the grass, grasshopper, frog, snake, and then hawk. Grass, and then let me try to grass, then grass, the grasshopper, grasshopper, then frog, snake, then hawk. You can see can try to put grasshopper, then frog, then we can put that one. Grasshopper, then frog, then after frog comes snake, then after snake comes hawk. Sub-question C says, the C says, the gardener sprays the grass with a toxic substance to kill weeds growing in the grass. Some of the hawks die. Use the food web to explain why. The answer is substance. The substance or the toxic substance goes from grass to mouse, from mouse to grasshopper, from grasshopper to herbivore. Or you can say that the hawk eating mouse containing a toxic substance, or the toxic substance transferred through food chain to hawk. You can say that the toxic substance is transferred through the food chain to hawk. Then question number 2. Can we read it together? 3, 2, 1. Boiling and evaporation are physical changes that are reversible. The same change of state happens in both boiling and evaporation. Complete the sentence that describes this change of state in boiling and evaporation. A dash changes into a dash. So you say you can say a liquid. You can say a liquid change, or a liquid changes into a gas. B, let's read it together. Describe 2 differences between boiling and evaporation. You can say number one, you can say boiling takes place at a certain temperature. You can say the boiling takes place at a certain temperature, or evaporation takes place, or evaporation takes place at all different temperatures. At all different, or you can say takes place in all different temperatures. Yes. Then you can give another reason. Another reason is that you can say boiling produces bubbles. Boiling produces bubbles, while evaporation is a slow process. While evaporation is a slow process. You can as well say that boiling produces bubbles while evaporation does not produce bubbles. While evaporation, let's say, does not produce bubbles. Evaporation does not produce bubbles. This is also another difference. C. Let's go to C. Question 2C. This is D. Let's read it together. 3, 2, 1, start. What is the name of the process? What's the name of the process that is the reverse of boiling and evaporation? The name of the process that is the reverse of boiling and evaporation is condensation. Yeah, it is condensation. Then can we read it together? Number 2D together. 3, 2, 1. Tick the boxes that show a physical change. Tick the boxes that show a physical change. The ones that show the boxes that show the physical change is compressing or squeezing. Another one is dissolving salt in water. Dissolving salt in water. Let's proceed with the next one. Question 3. Let's read it together. 3, 2, 1, start. Blessy has a mass of 35 kgs on Earth. She uses the internet to find her mass and weight on different planets. Blessy writes her notes in a notebook. Number 1, mass on Earth, 35 kilograms or kgs. 2, mass on Mercury is 35 kgs and the weight is 132 newtons. Next, the weight on Earth is equals to 350 newtons. The weight on Venus is 317 newtons and the weight on Mars is 132 newtons. The weight on Jupiter is 885 newtons and mass is 35 kilograms. Mass on Saturn is 35 kgs and weight is 372 newtons. A. Complete the table of results using her notes. Planet, mass in kgs, weight in newtons. Mercury, 35, 132. Venus, dash, dash. Earth, 35, 350. Mars, dash, dash. Jupiter, dash, dash. Saturn, 35, 372. So we are supposed to follow this as we complete the table. Venus, when you calculate, This is 317. 317. Then here Mars 132. We come to Jupiter. To Jupiter we have 35. Yes, 35. But again, weight in newtons 885. 885. Let's proceed with B. B, we can read it first together. 3, 2, 1. The mass on Venus and the mass on Mars are missing from her notes. Complete the sentences. The mass on Venus is 35. Then the mass on Mars is 35 kilograms. Gravity is different on different planets. When gravity changes, the mass of Bressy stays the same. Stays the same. When gravity changes, the weight of Bressy yeah, the answer is the weight of Bressy changes. Can go to C. We read it together again. Mass is measured in kilograms and weight is measured in newtons. Write down one other way mass on Earth is different to weight on Earth. It's different to weight on Earth. We can say mass is the amount of matter. Mass is the amount of matter. Then you can say weight is a force. Weight is a force. A force, or weight is a pull. You can say again, or weight is a pull. A pull. Question number 4. Question number 4, A. Let's read it together from the beginning. Most fossils form in rock. A. The statements show the stages in fossil formation. Put the statements in order from stage 1 to stage 6. To have been done for you. To have been done for you. Statement and stage. There is stage 4 and stage 3. More sand and clay build up a harden. Animal dies. Soft tissues decompose, leaving hard bones. Animal quickly buried by sand and clay. Erosion of rocks, so fossils are seen. So then gradually the bones are replaced by minerals. So the first one, an animal dies. An animal dies. This should be stage 1. Then the next one, animal quickly buried. After it is died, it is quickly buried by sand and clay. So this comes number 2. Number 3 is there. Number 4 is there. Then number 5 is supposed to be gradually the bones are replaced by minerals. Number 5. There comes number 5. Then number 6 is supposed to be erosion of rocks, so fossils are seen. Erosion of rocks, so fossils are seen. Okay. Let's read then this B together. Fossils are as old as the rocks surrounding them. The deeper the rocks below the surface of the earth, the older the rocks. Look at the diagram showing the depth of different fossils. We have birds, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and shelled invertebrates. Increasing depth of rocks from the Earth's surface. Complete the sentences about the information in the diagram. The oldest fossil are of this is B. The oldest, as you see, the oldest fossils are shelled invertebrates, because they said the deeper the rocks, the older the fossil. So the shelled invertebrates. The oldest fossil are of shelled invertebrates. The youngest fossils are of birds. Number 5, question 5. We can read it together. Chen investigates the boiling point of different salt solutions in his first experiment. He adds 1.0 or 1 gram of salt to 100 cubic centimeters of water. Stirs the mixture until the salt dissolves. Heats the salt solution until it boils. Measures the boiling point of the salt solution. Chen repeats the experiment using different masses of salt. Look at the table of his results. The table is as follows. Mass of salt added in grams, boiling point in Celsius degrees. We can see. Then questions. A. Let me reduce the size so that I can see the table as well. Plot a graph of the results of the grid. Can see it. We can plot it. 1 is equivalent to 100 to 102. 1 to 122. Yes. 1 to 102. 1 to 120. 1 to 1.0 is supposed to be, yeah, can put a dot, or you can put any other thing. We go to 2. 2 is with 104. 2 with 104. Then we have 3 is with 106. Then we have 4 with 108 here. We have again 5 with 110. 5 with 110. Then are we done? We can see draw a straight line through the points. Drawing a straight line through the points. Drawing a straight line through the points. What you need, you have to take a ruler, then you draw, you join, you need to take a ruler. Here it is very simple. You can take a ruler and you join the points. Here you need to join the points with a straight, with a ruler. Yeah, that's the only thing you have to do. Because as you can see, the only thing you have to do is to take, you need to use a ruler. You need to use a ruler and and draw a straight line that runs across the points. In the same way as this. Just like this. You see here, it is very simple. You have to use a ruler. You make sure the line is very straight. The line is supposed to be very straight. We come back. Okay. We go to C. We can read it together first. Chen does another experiment. This time he uses 6 of salt. Predict the boiling point of the salt solution. That's 112 Celsius degrees. It has to be 112 Celsius degrees. You can see it as well. Then what is the boiling point of pure water? That's 100. Then we go question 6. We can read it together. Cats have a similar circulatory system to humans. Arteries transport blood from the heart. A. Write down the names of 2 other blood vessels that transport blood in a cat. Remember, they've said cats are similar to circulatory system, humans. to humans. If they are the same, then that means the other two blood vessels, we can say veins and capillaries. We can say veins, and then capillaries. B. What is the function of blood? I mean, of the heart. The function of the heart. Is there anyone of you knows about it? Wonderful. It is to pump blood. It's the heart. The heart is for pumping blood around the whole body. Yeah, we continue with the number 7. Oliver investigates forces. He uses this equipment. As you can see the equipment here, you can see the equipment so well. Oliver puts a large mass on the spring at X. You can see where X is. Write down one thing Oliver does to make his investigation safe. To make his investigation safe. You can say, is there anyone with an idea? Wonderful. So you can say, putting padded materials. Can put padded materials. Putting padded materials. Yeah. Putting padded materials. Or you can again say keep feet out of the way, or wear protective boots, or wear protective boots. Wear protective boots. Putting padded materials, wearing or putting on protective boots. Then B, complete the sentences. When Oliver puts a large mass on the spring at X, the spring stretches. You can say it stretches. It stretches. Or changes the shape. Say changes the shape. Or you can even say gets longer. You can even say that the spring gets longer. This happens because the large mass causes a force or a pull. Causes a force or a pull. We go to question 8. Jamila investigates the rock cycle using chocolate. A. She grates chocolate to show how one type of rock is formed. How one type of rock is formed. This is a large piece of chocolate. The other side is smaller pieces of chocolate. Then as we move down, Jamila grates large pieces of dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and then white chocolate. Adds layers adds layers of the small pieces of different types of chocolate to a beaker. Presses layers of small pieces of chocolate together. Which word describes the process? That when Jamila layers the different types of chocolate. Circle the correct answer. So the correct answer here, it is of course sedimentation. Sedimentation. Then B, we read it together, friends. Jamila now shows how a different type of rock is formed. She takes the layers of chocolate out of the beaker. Jamila rolls the chocolate in her warm hands and makes it into a ball. This is the ball of chocolate, as you can see. Which word describes this process? Circle the correct answer. We have barrier, erosion, metamorphism, and sedimentation. The answer is supposed to be metamorphism. You circle metamorphism. C. Jamila wants to show how igneous rock is formed. Describe two things she does to the ball of chocolate to show how igneous rock is formed. The two ideas are number one, you can put melts. Then number two, you can put cools. We continue with question 9. We can read it together, friends. Gabriela investigates the electrical conductivity of some materials. The diagram shows the equipment she uses. We have the battery, crocodile clip, we have a block of material, crocodile clip, and then the lamp. Gabriela completes the circuit by touching the crocodile clips to the block of material. Gabriela records if the lamp is on or off. Gabriela repeats the investigation with different blocks of material. Gabriela predicts all the materials conduct electricity. A. Look at her results. You have the material, lamp on or lamp off, as you can see. Copper on, iron on, plastic off, sulfur off. Tick to show if Gabriela's prediction is correct. We have a yes or no. So the first one, yes or no. Gabriela is not correct. Yeah, Gabriela is not correct. We put at no. Then explain your answer. The explanation is that you cannot say Gabriela is correct, so she's not correct, because if all conduct, the lamp will be on every time. If all conduct, you can say the reason as this: if all conduct, then the lamp will be on every time. B, electrical conductivity is one property of a material. Name the property that describes how well heat is transferred through a material. You can put thermal conductivity. You can put you can put thermal conductivity. Thermal conductivity, or you can as well say thermal conductor. Thermal conductor. You can even say thermal conduction. Thermal conduction. This is thermal. Thermal conductivity, thermal conductor, or thermal conduction. Here comes question 10. The human body has defense mechanisms which prevent infection by bacteria. Write down 2 of these defense mechanisms. Skin, mucus, stomach acid. We have that. We can say skin, can say mucus, there is even stomach acid. You can even say and stomach acid. Stomach acid, if they need 3. We go to question 11. Mike uses secondary sources to find out about symbols in electrical circuit. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Which symbols are conventional electrical symbols? Circle the correct answer. The correct answer is supposed to be C and D. You see C and D. These are conventional electrical symbols. C and D. We'll circle this one. Question 12. Look at the table showing the amount of minerals, air and water in different soils. Soil, minerals, air and water. A, B, C, D. We have low, low, high, 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 low, high, low, medium, high, medium, low. Then organic content helps soils hold water and allows air to the roots of plants. Organic content also provides important minerals to help plants grow. Which soil has the highest organic content? Which soil has the highest organic content? Let's go back and check. You see we have low, high, medium, low, low, high, 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 medium, high, low, low. So I prefer C. C is the one with the highest organic content. C. Question 13. Many physical changes take place in the human body during puberty. Write down one physical change that takes place in both males and females during puberty. Actually, during puberty there is a rapid growth. There is a rapid growth this is a physical change that is so rapid. Number 14. Number 14. This number 14, the rapid growth. Oh, sorry. This was number 13. Then number 14. The diagram shows a ray of light just about to enter a glass block. A diagram shows a ray of light just about to enter a glass block. This is a glass block here. This is a ray of light down there. The ray of light enters the glass block. Draw the ray of light inside the glass block. Draw the ray of light inside the glass block. A very good way, you know, if the ray of light enters the glass, this ray of light will refract. So it requires you to have revised the unit about refraction of light. Yes. So what we can do here, we shall need to to refract this ray of light, and a better way to refract it, you have to make sure it is refracted inside here. Making sure you put the arrows to show the direction of the light. Number 2, you have to make sure that this angle here it is the same angle as this. It is the same angle. This is the instant ray. I mean the angle of instance is supposed to be the same as angle of refraction. So when you are refracting this ray, the distance left between the ray and the normal line is supposed to be the same. Dear friends, this is the way you can refract this ray. Okay, so I've answered this one. We can continue with B. Describe what happens to the ray of light as it moves from the air into the glass block. It changes the direction. You can as well say that it will change the direction. It changes the direction. direction. It changes the direction. You can say it bends. It bends. You can say it is refracted. It is refracted. You can say there is a refraction. A refraction. There is a refraction. Actually, this is the way. When you come, you continue. This is actually the end. It is actually the end of this test. As I've told you, this was a Cambridge checkpoint, Cambridge primary checkpoint that was done 2024. This paper was science paper 1, and it was supposed to be done 35 minutes. Thank you for following me. I'm Uncle John, and the channel is Brain Boost International Academy. I still beg you to subscribe, to like, and share with your friends, so that a very mass of community can still watch this as their children benefit. Thank you so much. I love you.